Before we start this question, we have a couple of things we want to notice. One is that we're only talking about 160-pound adults. In other words, a number is being worked into the naming in this question. That makes things seem much more complicated. So let's just imagine we're not really even seeing that. Another thing is that we have some conflicting units here. We have minutes hiking and minutes biking. And we're being asked in the end about hours. So let's just go ahead and only function in one of the units. Let's only function in hours. Because if we're functioning in minutes, we're going to have 30, 60, 90. It'll be more complicated. But if we're dealing in hours, then we'll have half an hour, 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 2 hours, and it'll be a little easier. So let's name our variables. Let's say X is the number of hours hiking and Y is the number of hours biking. So if we're hiking for X hours and the adult we're talking about loses 200 calories or uses 200 calories for every 30 minutes of hiking. So let's say 200 calories for every 1/2 hour of hiking. So remember, we're going to be dealing in hours here to deal with the conflicting units. So instead of 30 minutes, we put in 1/2 of an hour. And then there's going to be Y hours biking. And for that, we have 150 calories for every half an hour of biking. So let's write that in, 150 calories for every 1/2 hour there. And in the end, this is all supposed to equal 1,900 calories. So this is going to be set equal to 1,900 calories. Now dealing with some of the units. The hours are canceling with hours here and here, leaving us with calories as our only unit. So we know we're doing something right because we've got only one unit. In other words, everything matches up. So another thing we should notice is that the adult has done 1 hour of biking. So we already know what Y is. It's actually just the number 1. So we'll cross out the Y, replace it with 1. And let's bring down everything we have. Right now we've got 200x over 1/2 plus, that's an arrow, not a 7, 150 over 1/2 equals 1,900. So now we can use keep, change, flip to get rid of those fractional denominators. Dividing by 1/2 is the same as multiplying by 2 over 1. Let's write that off to the side. 200 divided by 1/2 is the same as 200 times 2 over 1. So this will be 400x plus, same thing here, 150 divided by 1/2 is the same as 150 times 2 over 1. So here we have 300. And now we're making a little more sense of this question. Take away 300 from both sides and we'll have 400x equals 1,600 and divide by 400 on both sides and we'll have x equals 4. And that's what we're being asked for. We're being asked for the number of hours hiking, which is x, and we found out that that's 4.